Hi, I'm Anna Griffiths. I'm the Access and Interpretation Coordinator at the Shakespeare Birthplace Trust, and I'm here in the Library and Archive stacks looking at this week's villain from Shakespeare, and I've been looking at Don John from Much Ado About Nothing. Now, Don John's not like some of the other villains that we've researched for this series. He has very little charisma. He has few words. He certainly doesn't have any fine speeches where he lays out his plans. In fact, he actually relies on Baracchio, his friend, quite a lot in Much Ado About Nothing for both the inspiration for his plan to ruin Claudio and Hero's wedding, but also to carry out the deception. So he's fairly lacklustre, and he's been a difficult character to research. Looking back at past performances of Much Ado About Nothing, a lot of the limelight is taken by other characters, in particular Beatrice and Benedict. But I have in front of me here a number of old programmes from past performances at the RSC, mainly from the 1970s and 1980s. And I think one of the things is quite interesting is that in some of the plot synopsis, Don John isn't even credited for some of his plans. Claudio loves Hero. He's villainously misled into believing her a wanton, and similarly here. Claudio is deceived by a plot, and on his wedding day denounces Hero as unchaste. So yeah, Don John is even denied his credit here, which I think is quite an interesting thing. Similarly, in our picture collection, you don't find many portrayals of Don John. I have a couple of exceptions here. We have Mr. Martin Harvey from 1893 at the Lyceum, striking quite an impressive figure, sinister-looking Don John. Much more recently, I have here a film postcard from the 1993 Kenneth Branagh production, movie production of Much Ado About Nothing. And with the other characters here, we can see Keanu Reeves, who's playing Don John, quite a prominent figure on the front of the merchandising for that film. But maybe that says a little bit more about the popularity of the actor Keanu Reeves than it does the villain Don John himself. As it happened, Keanu Reeves received a number of quite bad reviews in what was otherwise a highly acclaimed film, even getting a nomination for a Golden Raspberry Award for Worst Supporting Actor. So, having said that, there are some very well received portrayals of Don John, but all in all, he's probably not my favourite villain, and I don't think you'll find many people who'd see him as theirs. Shakespeare even denies him a proper downfall at the end of the play. Even after his plot is foiled, he fails to escape. He's not given a proper punishment. Benedict says that can wait till tomorrow. And the other characters, and perhaps also the audience, don't give Don John a second thought, really.